Hello and a very warm welcome. Testing 1, day 1, Barcelona test, day 1. It's done. Straight away, it feels so good to have F1 back. It's only testing. Let's not get carried away with the times. But Raikkonen, it was an eventful day. A quick summary of the day would be Williams' humiliation. They don't even make it out on the track, losing valuable data. Kimi Raikkonen brings out the first red flag and the last red flag. Grosjean, Vettel and Raikkonen spin. Grosjean stops out on circuit, Sainz stops out. And that's a summarisation. But yeah, Raikkonen with his new team. Literally, the first thing I've got written down. I'm so glad it's on TV, because I can do every single day as a light little review and tell you what happened in the day. Now it's broadcasted, 4 hours it's broadcasted. You have the morning, you have Spain are 1 hour ahead of the UK, so it's like 9 till 1, 1 till 2 a dinner break, and then 2 till 6. So, and the last 4 hours are broadcasted. So Kimi Raikkonen, he goes out, he's got a new team, he's going to pull Giovinazzi's pants down. He gets on the track, literally his first lap out the track, and he spins at turn 5. It was a silly spin. They're basically using like new tyres, and they were cold. Silly spin. He got stuck in the gravel, but not a major drama. Didn't damage the car or anything. Second point, Williams' car not ready. I mean, Abu Dhabi was in November. They've had 2.5 months, nearly 3 months to get the car ready. It's an embarrassment once again by Williams F1. Every single car's out there running, and Williams are stuck. They're not out there running. They're losing critical data, and they say their car won't be ready till Wednesday. So that's 2 full days that they're going to miss while everyone else is pounding around the track. It's an embarrassment. It's got to be ready. The car's got to be ready. You know when testing is. What are you doing? What are Williams doing? Now, something clever. Ferrari, they just keep Vettel in all day. Renault and Mercedes swap their drivers. Bottas and Hulkenberg did the morning. Hamilton and Ricciardo in the afternoon. I think that's sensible, because if you do that, you're going to get your driver in every single day. Morning, afternoon, where Ferrari are basically doing 1 full day with Vettel. Tuesday will be Leclerc, Wednesday will be Vettel, so on, so on. So I think that's pretty smart by Renault and Mercedes. What we got here, Grosjean stops out on track at the final chicane. Loss of fuel pressure. Again, not a big drama. He literally got relatively back to the pit lane where you come in. So, but it brought a red flag out. Vettel, top of the times at lunchtime. The Ferrari looked incredible. I mean, it's testing, so we can't get carried away, but Vettel looked strong. I mean, straight away he's out there. 169 laps he did, top of the timesheets. And the Ferrari just going round and round and round, very reliable. On the positive, the cars sound a lot louder. Very loud, and that's what we want. Sainz comes out the pits after lunch, and it stops immediately on the pit exit. Red flag comes out again. A bit disappointing. It brought us back to the McLaren Honda days, but Sainz got back out and then did some laps. Good reliability by Ferrari. Sebastian Vettel, it was like 6 hours into testing. He'd already done 2 race distances. 66 laps around Spain. If you times that by 2, that's 132 laps, and Vettel's done literally 2 race distances. Kvyat, like, there wasn't much action in the afternoon. Cars were going round, they were reliable. Kvyat and Hamilton, there's 9 cars out on the Circuit de Catalunya, and they kept blocking each other, getting in each other's way. Kvyat was on a long stint. His tyres were gone a bit. He was doing poor lap times. Hamilton kept catching him, backing off, catching him. They were blocking each other. I mean, come on. It's testing, for goodness sake. It's not even as if 20 cars are out there. There's only 9 out there. Red Bull Honda. Now we all know how good is this Honda going to be. They've been poor with McLaren, but Red Bull Honda do over, I've got written down over 130 laps, so they definitely did over 100 laps, so good by Honda. Ferrari looked very strong, the most laps by any team. Vettel on top of the timesheets, looking reliable, perfect day. And then to end the session, literally we've got 1 minute to go in the session. Raikkonen, just on the pit lane exit, pulled off. Basically the session was over. They red flagged the session, and there was only a minute left, so that was the end of the session. Now we'll give you a rundown of the order. Sebastian Vettel, P1, 169 laps. I wanted to get the laps because I feel like the laps are important. It's not about times, it's about mileage. But I was looking on F1's Twitter, I was looking on other things, and they didn't bring up the timesheets. That's the one thing I would say is the only bad thing about coverage. We're watching coverage, it's great, we get to watch F1, but you need the times up like in qualifying in the race and practice down the side. Carlos Sainz in his McLaren, I nearly said McLaren Honda then. Carlos Sainz P2 in his McLaren, very good. Romain Grosjean P3 for Haas. The Haas car looks good, but he only did 53 laps, so that's not great. Also had a stoppage out on track, a little spin as well at turn 3. Max, Red Bull Honda, Max gets P4, good mileage on the car, over 100 laps. Kimi, his new Sauber team, a very eventful day for the Iceman. Brought 2 red flags out, had a spin, stopped on track. An eventful day. Danny Kvyat, the return of the torpedo, is P6. Sergio Perez, 7th, Racing Point. We can't call them Force India anymore, we better use their proper name. Perez, yeah, he did the least amount of laps. I think he only did 30 laps. Now that is worrying. Vettel's done 169 and you've only done 30. I'd be worried. Valtteri Bottas, P8. He did 69 laps. Then in P9 is Lewis Hamilton. Bottas in the morning, Hamilton in the afternoon. Hamilton did over 70 laps. So if you clock them up, Mercedes done a lot of mileage. And then you have the Renault boys. Nico Hülkenberg P10, Ricciardo P11. Didn't see much of Ricciardo in the afternoon, only 44 laps, so that's day 1 done. What will I call this video? F1 testing, Barcelona, day 1, Williams humiliation, and Ferrari look incredibly strong for day 1. I'll be doing this tomorrow. We've got day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and then we've got next week, and I'll be bringing it every single day. Now it's on TV, I can do it, but before you can't. You're just guessing, aren't you? You're going off what other people are saying on their websites. So now I can actually watch it with my own eyes the last 4 hours, and the first 4 hours they do a light recap of what's happened. So perfect. Day 1 of F1 testing. This is where it starts. Get testing out the way, then we get on to Melbourne. I can't wait. Today's a special day. It's like Christmas Day for F1 fans. The F1 testing is back. Ferrari look very strong, and Williams humiliation, not even to get there. They're there and they're not out on the track. Embarrassing, really. Humiliation. Russell and Kubica are just there with no car to go out. Everyone else is pounding round. Embarrassing. I'll see you tomorrow for day 2 of F1 testing.